Are your feet tight? Do you need to stretch them? Here's some basic exercises to release the fascia in the feet. The ball starts here, then it goes to the heel of the foot here, and then it goes towards the arch of the foot. So that's where you can kind of see the ball placement. So 1, 2, and 3. We'll start standing, and you want the ball under number 1, that arch of the foot. Your goal is to square the hips, kickstand the outside foot, and keep your ribs and your hips stable, as if this made a perfect rectangle. You can even put little stickers on the bottom of your ribs and on the bottom of your hips. From here, use your stomach, make sure you're stabilizing. You'll press back, and you can utilize lines on the floor. Right now I'm using a wood floor, so that's very helpful. And just squeeze the ball with your front foot. I would do about 6 to 8 reps of these. And it's actually harder than it looks. As you can see, I'm falling slightly. You want to stabilize, you want to engage from the core, and you want to keep that gaze straight ahead. Once you're ready, you'll roll the ball to the heel, and then roll it back to the arch. So roll through to number 2, and roll back to number 1. Do that a couple of times, keeping that on that straight line. When you're ready, bring it back to number 1, stabilize, keep the foot anchored over the ball, and simply circle the knee. This should help release and stretch the ankle. Do 4 to 6, maybe even 8 if you're feeling super tight, and reverse the circle. Your head is in line with your back heel the whole time. So again, stabilizing with the core. When you're ready, you'll roll the ball to the number 2 position and stand lined up, feet hip bones width apart. Focus on that balance, letting that heel simply release over the ball. You can go back into that lunge again to add some difficulty and squeeze the ball 8 times. Pulling from the stomach, focusing on the balance. On the last one, you'll roll the ball back so it's now under number 3, which is the most uncomfortable place. So if you're like already, oh my God, this kills, that's normal. That's where the fibia and tibia line up and meet in your foot, so it is the most uncomfortable. You step the feet back together, find your posture, and again, release your body over the ball. Breathe into that stretch. When you're ready, lower down. Go back to position 1. Set up the feet. That is sore. That is my worst position. Even harder than number 3, just for me. And you'll find that each person has their own area, and each day can be a little different. From here, the feet stay flat. Nod the chin and slowly roll yourself down, bone by bone, keeping your hips and your ankles stacked. So you may feel as if you're falling forward. You can always do this with your back against a wall, and you just want to keep your butt hovering away from the wall, though, so you have that point of reference. You're basically not leaning your butt back like that, but staying right up over your ankles. Keeping that leg soft, push into the feet, scoop through the belly, and stack the spine. From here, we'll switch sides. Whoa! Runaway ball. So placing it over position 1. Find your posture. Let that release. Lift and kickstand the other heel. Taking that foot back into the lunge, making sure the foot is parallel. The closer the legs are together, the harder the balance is going to be. You can go into the rolling first, Or if you want, oh my gosh, that is hard. You can just simply stabilize and do your circles. It doesn't matter the order that you do it. You can always just listen to your body. When you circle, keep your upper body stable. Keep that high diagonal head to back leg. And reverse. 6 to 8. 4 to 6. Either are going to be great. You just want to maintain that connection and that stability in the foot. So the ankle is loose. Everything else is mobile. It's stable. From here, slowly roll the ball forward. Your angle will change. It'll just become a little further forward with the torso, and then roll it back. But keep the head in line with the back heel. Pulling the stomach in, gently pressing into the ball. Don't forget our little pulses. Squeezing that ball. Keeping those hips square. So if you have those happy face stickers on your hip bones and on your rib bones. When you're ready, you'll bring the ball over towards your heel. Step together, stabilizing, organizing the spine. Breathing into that stretch, letting all that tension release. Step back into that lunge. Find that alignment, squaring the hips, pulling from the core, squeeze that ball 8 times. Then rolling the ball to the arch of the foot, the most uncomfortable for most people. Step together. Try to find that balance, that squareness in the hips. And breathe into that stretch. It's harder to keep the hips stable in this exercise than it seems. So if you are struggling, if you are falling a little bit, it's fine to hold on to the wall, maybe a kitchen countertop, a bar, whatever works for you. Step back, adjust the ball back to position 1. Line up the feet for the roll down, drawing the stomach in, squaring the hips. Nod the chin and start to roll forward. Keeping the hips over the ankles. Letting that back release. It's okay to bend the knees here. So if you need to bend a little bit to feel that stability, or to make it so the foot itself isn't twisting off to the side or in, that's fine. You want to, again, keep that foot parallel over the ball, melting the toes around the ball, not gripping, so just kind of letting them stretch. And then push through the feet. Use your exhale. And slowly stack the spine. So just to repeat, the positions that you're keeping equal are these 2 hip bones and the bottom 2 rib bones. That is your perfect rectangle. You should feel a little deeper connection now through the feet. Have a great day and have happy feet.